Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to tonight's City Council meeting and our special administration of the oaths of office to our distinguished council members. The meeting is not going to begin until the new council is seated. So beforehand, we are going to administer the oath of office to those council members and myself, and we have a very special guest this evening who is joining us. He calls Geneva home, and he is also an associate judge with Kane County. We are delighted to have Associate Judge William Bill Engerman with us. I have a brief biography on Bill I'd like to share, and then we will begin the ceremony. Engerman earned his undergraduate degree from the University of Wisconsin, Milwaukee, and earned his Juris Doctorate from American University. He started his law career in Maryland with the law offices of Neil Axel, then moved to Chicago, where he worked for Borofsky and Eyrich and the law offices of Robert D. Kuzas before becoming an assistant state's attorney with Kane County from 2001 to 2008, and then again from 2011 to 2022 as deputy chief of the criminal division, head of the major crimes unit. Judge Engerman lives locally with his wife Amy, their daughter Tess, and their beloved dog Huey. And check this out, folks, and be sure to Google this later. When he has spare time, he enjoys playing drums for the local band Shoop Dogs. Judge Engerman, thank you for joining us tonight. The floor is yours, sir.
Thank you very much. When I got the call to do this, I was very excited. I live here in Geneva, and this is a very important event. Elections, of course, are very near and dear to our hearts. It's the bedrock of our democracy, and it's good that we know that we have qualified, willing, and able people willing to step up and answer the call and serve our community. So I am very gratified to be able to administer the oaths today. So would William Maliki please step forward? Please raise your right arm. All right, repeat after me, please. I, William Maliki.
I, William Maliki,
Having been duly elected to the office of Alderperson, Ward 1, in the city of Geneva,
having been duly elected to the office of Alderperson in the Ward 1 in the city of Geneva,
County of Kane,
County of Kane,
do solemnly affirm
do solemnly affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Geneva Code of Ordinances,
the Geneva Code of Ordinances,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office according to the best of my ability.
of the office according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Then with the seal.
Absolutely.
Next deputy.
Yes, all right, raise your right arm, repeat after me, please. I, Richard Marks, having been duly elected to the office of Alderperson, Ward 2,
Person, Ward 2,
in the city of Geneva,
in the city of Geneva,
County of Kane,
County of Kane,
do solemnly affirm
do solemnly affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Geneva Code of Ordinances,
the Geneva Code of Ordinances,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations. Very fresh. Would you raise your right arm, please? I, Larry Fresh,
I, Larry Parrish,
having been duly elected to the office of Alderperson,
having been duly elected to the office of Alderperson,
Ward 3, in the city of Geneva,
in the city of Geneva,
County of Kane,
County of Kane,
do solemnly affirm
solemnly affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Geneva Code of Ordinances,
the Geneva Code of Ordinances.
and that I will faithfully discharge
I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Congratulations. Hey, Mayor. All right, we all situated? Sure. Raise your right arm. All right, please repeat after me. I, Amy Mayer,
I, Amy Mayer,
having been duly elected to the office of alderperson,
having been duly elected to the office of alderperson,
Ward 4,
Ward 4,
in the city of Geneva,
in the city of Geneva,
county of Kane,
county of Kane,
do solemnly affirm
do solemnly affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Geneva Code of Ordinances,
the Geneva Code of Ordinances,
and that I will faithfully discharge
that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations. Jeff Alquist. Raise your right arm and repeat after me. I, Jeff Alquist, having been duly elected to the office of alderperson, Ward 5, in the city of Geneva, county of Kane, do solemnly affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Geneva Code of Ordinances,
the Geneva Code of Ordinances,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations. Mark Reich. All right, raise your right arm and repeat after me. I, Mark Reinke, having been duly elected to the office of alderperson, Ward 5, in the city of Geneva, county of Kane, do solemnly affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Illinois, the Geneva Code of Ordinances, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office according to the best of my ability. Congratulations. Raise your right arm and repeat after me. I, Nikki Kellett, having been duly elected to the office of city clerk
Having been duly elected to the office of city clerk
in the city of Geneva,
in the city of Geneva,
county of Kane,
county of Kane,
do solemnly affirm
do solemnly affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Geneva Code of
the
Ordinances,
Geneva Code of Ordinances,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office
of the office
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations. mayor
having been duly elected to the office of mayor
in the city of Geneva,
in the city of Geneva,
county of Kane,
county of Kane,
do solemnly affirm
do solemnly affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the state of Illinois,
the Constitution of the state of Illinois,
the Geneva Code of Ordinances,
the Geneva Code of Ordinances,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
We invite our city council members to please return to the dais. And if you may join me in a big round of applause for Judge Enderman for honoring us. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to tonight's city council meeting, the first council meeting of the new fiscal year. It is my pleasure to call this council meeting to order and kindly ask our city clerk to please take the roll.
Bowering. Here. Furnish.
Here.
Kilberg.
Here.
Kasserag.
Here.
Maliki.
Here.
Marks.
Here.
Mayor. Here. Palmquist.
Here.
Paschke. Here. Reinecke.
Here.
We always begin our city council meetings with the Pledge of Allegiance, and I would like to perhaps deviate from the norm and invite all department heads to please lead us in the pledge.
In unison. To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Under item 3, ladies and gentlemen, public hearings, special items, and presentations, item 3A is to consider mayor's appointment of city officials and the city attorney. The council members received that information in their packet. The packet, of course, was posted online. I'd be happy to entertain a motion to so appoint. What's your call there, clerk?
Ooh, I'm gonna go with Marks.
Okay, Marks it is. Bowering second. All in favor of the appointments of the city officials and city attorney, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Congratulations to all the city officials and the city attorney. Item 3B is to proclaim May as Mental Health Awareness Month in the city of Geneva. Some of you may have noticed that we have green ribbons on display and decorating our city hall property. That is in honor of Mental Health Month. Is there a motion to so approve? Paschke makes the motion, Bowering makes the second. All in favor of so proclaiming, please indicate by saying aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? And item 3C, to proclaim May as ALS Awareness Month. Motion by Kasserag, seconded by Bowering. All in favor, please indicate by saying aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? Item 4, amendments to the agenda. Are there any amendments this evening? Item 5 is the omnibus agenda. All items marked with an asterisk are considered to be routine by this council. All those items can be considered and voted upon with one motion. Is there such a motion? Motion by Paschke, seconded by Kasserag. City Clerk, please take the roll.
Paschke.
Aye.
Reinecke.
Aye.
Bowering. Aye. Furnish.
Aye.
Kilberg.
Aye.
Kasserag.
Aye.
Maliki.
Aye.
Marks.
Aye.
Mayor. Aye. Palmquist.
Aye.
The omnibus agenda has been approved with 10 affirmative votes, 0 nay votes, and 0 council members absent. We jump to item 8, municipal bills for payment. We kindly ask our city clerk to please read the bills in their aggregate for our consideration.
Municipal bills for payment total $2,017,540.82.
Mayor, I move that we pay Bills as read, the individual items for which can be found in tonight's City Council packet and on the city website.
Bowering makes the motion to pay the bills as presented, which are available in the city council packets and on the city's website. Is the second by everybody. Second by you.
Everybody.
Everybody. We'll give that to Kosarog, I think. Is that close?
Did he miss mental health? ALS?
Furnish, are you throwing your voice? No. Roll call, please.
Bowering.
Aye.
Furnish.
Aye.
Kilberg.
Aye.
Kasserag.
Aye.
Maliki.
Aye.
Marks.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Palmquist.
Aye.
Paschke.
Aye.
Reinecke.
Aye.
With 10 affirmative votes, 0 nay votes, and 0 council member, oops. Oh, 0 council members absent. The bills have been approved for payment. We're skip number 9 because there are no committee of the whole items of business. No.
Yeah,
Yes.
there was a motion, there was a second, there was a vote split.
It happened.
I know, you're new at this.
Item 10, presentation of ordinances, resolutions, petitions, and bids. Item 10A is to consider Resolution 2025-45, rejecting bids for the police department's generator replacement. Is there a motion? So moved. Motion by Marks, seconded by Mayor. Ms. Dawkins?
Basically, a housekeeping issue, we're asking to reject the 2 bids that were received for the generator, as there was, in the bid specification, there was a more complicated piece of equipment that's not needed, and so, rather than just accept one of those bids and see what that difference in price is, it's better to reject them, rebid it. We may get more bidders, but we do anticipate that the bid will come back a little bit less than what we received in the first round.
Any questions or comments from the dais? Hearing none, seeing none, sensing none. City Clerk, please take the roll.
Marks.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Palmquist.
Aye.
Paschke.
Aye.
Reinecke.
Aye.
Bowering.
Aye.
Furnish.
Aye.
Kilberg.
Aye.
Kasserag.
Aye.
Maliki.
Aye.
With 10 affirmative votes, 0 nay votes, and 0 council members absent, Resolution 2025-45 has been approved. We jump to item 11, folks. This is public comment. Anyone joining us this evening here in the chamber who wishes to address the council on any issue, we welcome you to the podium. This is your chance to speak. It's our chance to listen. So the floor is open. Moving to item 12, new business. New business from the dais. Perhaps any of our new council members wish to say a few words. I'd be happy to yield the floor. Very well. If nobody objects, I do have some remarks I'd like to deliver, and I ask for your indulgence. Again, I begin with thanking Judge Engerman for honoring us this evening and administering the oath to all of us who were so fortunate to have that. To the City Council, our professional staff, special guests, ladies and gentlemen, 6 months ago, our annual budget planning workshop took place, and the City Council and the city's department leaders began planting the seeds of the 2030 strategic plan by allocating financial and human resources to scores of goals and objectives as outlined in the 31-page document, and with faithfulness to the 6 governing principles of that plan: strong governance, informed and engaged citizenry, purposeful growth and economic vitality, safe, active, and welcoming community, environmental stewardship, and quality infrastructure and city services. Collectively, all of us have the responsibility and opportunity to advance the city's vision and mission as prescribed by the nearly 2,000 citizens and business owners who participated in crafting this plan, led by, of course, the selfless contributions of and their time and talent by the members of the Strategic Plan Advisory Committee. This plan, of course, as all of us know, was unanimously adopted by the City Council. This plan is, as perhaps some of you have heard me say, the GPS coordinates for this council, our professional staff, for the next 4 years. So tonight we begin. While I believe it's true that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step, I recognize that the first step in advancing our 2030 plan must accommodate the steps of our neighbors who sometimes walk not how we expect them to, but walk as they do. Whether a stride, a saunter, a stroll, an amble, trudge, plod, traipse, or even mosey. Let us never wander from what motivates us, what moves us, what inspires us, and what draws us closer to the community we aspire to be. And while I also believe it's true that getting there is half the fun, I therefore ask and encourage ourselves and each other, whether you walk with us daily, weekly, monthly, or when inspired to do so, let's bring at the very least a dose of joy to our work, knowing that participating in the making, shaping, and cultivating of a community is not a burden, but a benefit of citizenship. Going on 19 decades, this place we call Geneva is certainly worth valorizing, validating, and equally important, re-examining. Has our journey thus far brought us closer to where and whom we want to be? Should we adjust our gait and our pace in order to embrace the whatabouts or the what-ifs? Such recalibrations of those GPS coordinates will unveil themselves in the processes we pledge to follow as a deliberative body. Geneva has been and always will be a community in motion. And just like the irrefutable 3 laws of physics that govern all motion, force, mass, and acceleration, let us all, the nearly 22,000 residents and 1,200 plus businesses that call this community home, be a positive force, be a positive mass, and the essential accelerant that moves us deliberately, decisively, and dynamically toward Geneva's vision. Some 69,400 days ago, a patch of land approximately 10 square blocks was founded and called Geneva. The Geneva of today is, of course, vastly different, comprised of nearly 3,000 blocks, or 6,000 acres, or approximately 10 square miles. And while Geneva will never be the largest city in terms of land or population, we will always stand large, but never looming. We will always stand proud, but never pious. We will always stand confident, but never arrogant. And most importantly, we will always walk together to advance our vision. To the most significant people in my life, whom I have walked with on this journey of service, and whom has walked alongside me when doing so was particularly difficult, Amy, Emma and Mark, Grace and Aaron, Micah, Bosco, Murphy and Baker, Florence and Preston, my brothers John and Brian, my sister Colleen, and their respective families. Thank you. Thank you for walking by my side, but most importantly, holding my hand along the way and holding me up. When I needed it most. Today is the first day of my 25th year as mayor. I bring the same level of energy and enthusiasm that I brought on May 7th, 2001, along with the requisite level of joy and humility and a sense of humor. In the days ahead, I look forward to strolling with all of you together to advance the mission and vision of Geneva. I thank you, and I bid you all a very good night. If there's nothing else, I'll be happy to entertain a motion to adjourn this city council meeting. Motion by Marks. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. We are adjourned, ladies and gentlemen. The cameras and the microphones are turned off.